Good to see you again. Welcome back to Making Money Moves. Before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. Everyone should have a budget, so you should too. In this video, we'll talk about how to budget money the best way and how to budget regardless of your income. The video will be very helpful, so make sure you stick around to the end for this crucial information. The following information will help you get started. More Americans are becoming aware of the importance of budgeting as a tool for achieving any financial goal. 80% of Americans now adhere to a budget, and 97% believe that everyone should do the same. The main reason people don't budget, according to a recent CFP board study, is that they don't make enough money, but if you have a low salary, it's even more crucial to actively learn how to manage your money because you have less extra cash to put toward a financial emergency. Budgeting and money management don't have to be a headache, and the financial benefits greater resiliency, better spending habits, and most likely a boost to your credit score. Here are some budgeting tips to help you save money without the headache. About 25% of survey respondents also said that budgeting was too time-consuming, and 21% said that budgeting brought on anxiety. Before you even begin creating a budget, you'll need to gather some fundamental information. This includes tallying up your family's monthly income from all sources, including side jobs and work. Investment income, passive income, and gifts. You will start by deducting all of your expenses from your overall take-home pay. List your monthly expenses in two. You likely have a number of monthly expenditures that you may anticipate, including those for living expenses like utilities, rent or mortgage, phone, and cable/streaming services. You should also include any monthly debt payments, such as those for personal loans and student loans, that you will have to make. If you have a balance on your credit card, you should choose a monthly payment amount to make in addition to the required minimum payment. Set spending caps for costs that can alter as you keep tabs on your spending in the future. Tracking your current spending is a good place to start. From there, you can make adjustments. Get in the habit of keeping track of your expenses by writing them down for each category. You can do this manually with a pen and paper, on a spreadsheet, or with a budgeting app. We'll talk about these in more detail later. Setting some financial goals is a smart idea if you have an idea of your income and costs and are keeping track of your spending. Making a list of both immediate and long-term objectives is an excellent place to start. While long-term goals, such as saving for retirement or your child's college fund, can take decades to achieve, short-term goals, such as paying off credit cards or starting an emergency fund, should have a time frame of 1 to 3 years. Keep in mind that these goals are just a starting point. You can adjust them as needed. However, writing them down in advance can help create a plan to work towards your goals. A budgeting strategy now that you are aware of your spending and your objectives. To ensure you have enough money to cover everything, you can prepare a budgeting plan. Start by examining both your fixed and variable expenses, comparing them to your income, and determining where modifications might be made to help you reach your financial objectives. You will need to be sincere about your priorities at this point. If you have many streaming subscriptions, you might need to cancel one or two of them to free up funds to pay down credit card debt. Similar to this, if you're having trouble saving money for retirement, you might want to think about taking more extreme measures like moving to an area with a lower rent. Maintain a frequent budget review and tracking system. Having a budget and sticking to it are two very different things. You should routinely examine your budget to ensure that your spending stays within the parameters you've established for yourself. The cost of living rises, and you may assume that adding one more subscription won't make much of a difference. On the other hand, your income may change as well. You may have received a raise or bonus, or you may now have to pay extra for your employer's health insurance plan. Lower bonus tip amount. Place your money in the proper account. Keep your emergency fund and other assets in a high-yield savings account, as these accounts often offer better interest rates than regular savings accounts. Saving is essential to any budgeting strategy, and the finest savings accounts may help you develop your nest egg painlessly. If you keep all of your funds in a checking or traditional savings account, you'll forfeit the chance to earn interest and cut your monthly expenses. There are 5 different sorts of budgets to take into account, some are more complicated or strict than others. Consider how much time you can dedicate to budgeting each month and choose a strategy you are confident in, such as the zero-based budget. With zero-based budgeting, you find a use for every dollar you earn. To begin, take your income and remove your required expenses, which include amounts set aside for things like groceries, your car payment, mortgage, and utilities. Then, move on to your financial goals, which may include buying a large purchase, paying off debt, or saving for retirement. By using zero-based budgeting, you'll assign some money to each of these objectives. Everything else can be put to use for activities you enjoy but may not actually need. Essentially, this is your spending limit for entertainment, shopping, and eating out. Zero-based budgeting ensures that you never overspend, but it also necessitates periodic maintenance. If you need to go over budget in one area due to an unforeseen expense one month, you must adjust the remainder of your budget unless you can utilize the extra money to cover it. The 50-30-20 budget mandates that you allocate funds to just 3 distinct categories, including therefore, even though this is really easy, it will only work if 50% of your income will pay your basic bills. If not, 30% of your income should go toward discretionary spending and 20% should go toward savings. If it doesn't, you might have to create your own 50-30-20 budget. For instance, you might decide that just 15% of your salary should be set aside for discretionary expenses like eating out. You might also want to think about adding a category for charitable contributions. Though this may require you to find some methods to reduce your 80/20 budget, you'll want to keep the 20% savings goal roughly constant. The 80/20 budget is a simplified version of the 50-30-20 budget in which you allocate 20% of your income to savings, an emergency fund, a retirement account, future purchases, etc., and spend the remaining 80% on everything else. This budget is compatible with the Pay Yourself First rule of budgeting, which suggests that you save 20% of your income each time you get paid so that you can only spend what's left over. If you tend to live paycheck to paycheck or spend more than you make, you might benefit from this sort of money management. 4. The envelope budget. Envelope budgeting takes the most work but provides you the most control over where your money goes. Traditionally, envelope budgeting has been a cash-based method. It is similar to the zero-based budget but requires setting expenditure limits for each area. Several areas of discretionary spending. You begin by totaling your income and deducting any set monthly expenses. The money that is left over should be divided into envelopes labeled with different spending categories, such as groceries, clothing, and household items. If you have quarterly or annual bills, don't forget to include the monthly amount for convenience. You'll also choose an amount to save each month and subtract that. Items for personal care, meals out, entertainment, and gas. When the money is gone, you can no longer make purchases in that category. You should keep track of your spending and keep a record inside the envelope. If this sounds like a great way to stay on track but you don't want to use cash, you can use a budgeting app that works similarly so you can still benefit from credit card rewards. If you have money left over in any of your envelopes at the end of the month, deposit it into savings or add it to one of next month's envelopes. All you have to do is hold yourself responsible for staying within your budgets for each category. The bare bones budget is $5. This monthly budget is perfect for someone who wants to join the FIRE movement and retire early, someone who lost their job and needs to temporarily adopt a frugal lifestyle, or someone who is in serious debt. It's really straightforward. You only purchase basic necessities. Your rent is paid. Cut your mortgage's utility costs. This is sometimes referred to as a spending freeze, and it can be helpful during times of financial hardship. You buy only the groceries, household items, and personal care products you can't live without, and anything left over goes to savings. This is also sometimes called a spending freeze, and it can be helpful during times of financial hardship or while trying to achieve a lofty financial goal. When used carefully, budgeting apps may prevent overspending, and the best thing is that you can monitor your spending immediately from your smartphone, which makes these solutions more convenient than conventional budgeting software. Here are 5 excellent options for your individual budget. Mint is a personal finance app that safely links to your credit card and debit card accounts so you can get a comprehensive real-time overview of your spending. You can even track your investments and outstanding loans so you can see at a glance if you're above or below water. Mint also automatically tracks your spending by category to help you figure out where your money is going. It's free to use. With a digital budgeting platform that is accessible on the web, iPhone, Android, iPad, Apple Watch, and Alexa, an app combines the ideas of zero-based budgeting with envelope budgeting. You control cash flow by allocating every dollar you get to a category for spending, and it's simple to make changes as you go. It's also simple to share your budget with your family. An app costs $11.99 a month or $84.95 annually, but you can try it out for free for 34 days. According to statistics, the average user who is new to budgeting saves $200 in the first month. Free decent price. It's easy to track your family's cash flow with a good budget because it uses the envelope method to digitally distribute your money to various expenditure categories. You can also share your budget with your partner. For Dollarbird, as you manually enter every expense, the calendar-based budget app Dollarbird is ideal for tracking your spending before forming a budget or for keeping track of a 50-30-20 or 80-20 budget. You can add past, present, and future transactions to categorize them. Additionally, as you receive money, you add it. There is a free version of Dollarbird for people, but if you want to collaborate with numerous users, you'll need to purchase Pro. It costs $3.33 per month or $39.99 per year and is available on the web, for Apple, and for Android 5. It keeps track of your incoming payments, automatically categorizes your spending, connects all of your accounts in one location, and even has an autosave tool to encourage you to save more money. How do you start budgeting? One of the best ways is to analyze your monthly income and expenses, which may entail checking your bank accounts and credit card statements. Once everything is recorded, you'll know where to make savings and what changes need to be made to your spending plan. This will provide you specific data on how much money you have coming in and how much money is going out. Additionally, you'll know what your money is being spent on. What is the 50-30-20 guideline for budgeting? The 50-30-20 budgeting guideline is a crucial planning technique that divides your spending into 3 groups. According to the 50-30-20 rule, the percentages of your income that should be allocated to each area are necessities, discretionary spending, and savings. 50% of spending should be on necessities. 20% of savings at 30% as you attempt to build your savings without overspending. Dividing your income into these 3 budget categories will assist improve your overall financial health. Which financial app is the best? The budgeting app that most closely matches your financial objectives and lifestyle is the best. Finding a budgeting software that fits for your particular scenario makes sense because different budgeting apps have different capabilities. That's it for today. We sincerely hope you enjoyed the video, and please let us know what you thought in the comments section below. Also, don't forget to subscribe and spread the word about it.